Hey there, folks. Welcome back to Out of the Dust Pottery, day 14 of my life as a full-time professional potter. I know I said daily uploads. It hasn't exactly been daily, but I'm trying. I'm getting there, and a lot has happened since my last video. So I don't remember if I mentioned or not. I've gotten some sales, and now I've got to figure out the logistics of actually making stuff in my studio with my tiny little kiln and stuff like that. So I'm going to show you a couple of cool things that I did. I made this pottery rack that I can pick up like that and carry into places so that I can walk in with my pottery visible instead of walking in with a banker's box, you know, like some random homeless dude. Hey, you want to buy some pottery? Now I can walk in looking like a, you know, actual professional, you know, person and show stuff off. The other interesting thing that happened was I had to get a new clay. So I've been using a clay from Laguna called Redstone. It's fantastic clay. I love it. And I would really love to keep using it, but they only produce it seasonally. So I can't get more of it till March. And this is January, and I got orders to fill. So I was able to find a local place, Paoli Clay, near Madison, Wisconsin. And this is their red stoneware, which is a little bit lighter in color. And but what I discovered was that if I add, let me get that in the light, if I add 2% iron oxide to it, I get about the same color as the redstone. So that's what I'm doing. It's a little bit of a pain. I asked them about doing a custom batch for me at some point. They said not now, because this is their busy season. All the schools in the area are stocking up, so they're very busy right now. So I'm having to hand wedge all my clay to mix in that iron oxide, but it works and it looks good and it looks great. I did shrinkage tests, water absorption tests on it, all of that. It was kind of boring, but basically all the properties came back almost identical to the redstone. Slightly less shrinkage, but not much, by like 1 or 2%. So that's fantastic. I got a few new things to show you. Made some plates. So that's with wax resist, doing the little wheat barley corn pattern there. Did another one with some slip trailing. This one did not work because I put it in the kiln on a full shelf, which is fantastic. And yeah. So that's good. I already showed you the watering cans, made a couple more of those in different sizes to kind of experiment with the form. And yeah, so that's in process. So a new kiln is like $6,000. So that's going to take a little while. But I did the math, and if I can fire this thing like pretty much every day, I'll be okay once I get production going. So I bought a bunch more kiln shelves, so that I can stack up all those plates, because I'm selling a lot of plates, and plates take up a lot of shelf space, and I only had three shelves in there, so having more shelves means more plates, which is a good thing because I'm selling a lot of plates, which is fantastic. Also, these plates are super easy to make, and I can make them real fast. Now I can also fire them real fast, so that's good. Yeah, so today I'm going to be making pottery, mixing glazes. Right under there, you can see there's 1,000 pounds of clay and 125 pounds of glaze, 250 pounds. Let me do math. 250 pounds of glaze ingredients. So I'm going to be mixing up my base recipe glazes. The supplier did not have my coloring oxides ready yesterday when I went to pick this stuff up, so I'm going to have to go back tomorrow to pick up the coloring oxides to finish out those glazes, but I can mix the base recipes today and make a bunch of stuff. The other issue I've been having, I'm trying to make more plaster bats. Now, I came up with the little tiles. They're working great for small stuff. I can crank out the small stuff on these tiles, and I got 50 of those. Real cheap, real easy at Lowe's. These are fantastic for small little stuff, but I can't do the big plates. Probably can't do the bigger flower pots. I can do some of the smaller flower pots on this, but I need the plaster for plates to avoid S-cracks, and I just need more bats in general for other larger stuff. I need the larger bats for flower pots and things like that. So, been trying to make plaster bats I got 4 of them to come out just right. Perfect. Fantastic. And then 5 in a row have not worked for one reason or another, and I'm a little frustrated with it. Finally got another one to come out of the mold, but the plaster does not feel right. Like it didn't set right. And I'm not sure why I mix it the same way I always mix it, but this is not solidifying quite right. So, yeah, I'm going to keep working on that today. See, it's like rubbing off on my hands and everything. Hopefully I will solve that problem. If not, I'm going to have another production bottleneck that I got to figure out. So, yeah. So bats and the kiln are my production bottlenecks at the moment. I have a solution for well, I don't really have a solution, do I? I mean, I theoretically have a solution. I have the molds to make more bats, but I'm having trouble getting them to work. So, got to try a couple other things. So what went wrong, I think, was I was using furniture wax as my mold release, and I think that was reacting with the plaster and turning into like a soap scum thing that was actually making it stick. And then I tried WD-40, which worked. I got it to release, but then I think that reacted with the plaster to make it not set right. So we'll see how that goes. I'm going to go back to using dish soap, or I'm going to try cooking spray next to see if that works. If that doesn't react the same way, we'll see. So hopefully tomorrow I will have a video telling I solved the problem of the plaster bats and I've got plenty of them made and I can start cranking out plates. But we'll see. All right. I will see y'all again tomorrow or the next day or whenever I get around to make another video. Hopefully tomorrow. I'm really going to try to do daily uploads again. So with all that, see you later, and thanks for joining me.